TinkerCAD tip. Welcome back, Minnie Mouse Cookie Cutter. This is part 2. In our prior tutorial, you saw where I went out and I sourced this image from Google. I was able to modify it in Paint Shop Pro, and then using the Ping to SVG website, I was able to break that down into these 4 various colors. Now remember, this is what we're shooting for here. We're going to be making cutters for each of the parts of this type of a cookie. So let's come back here. Here's the 4 parts as I've imported them. Let's go ahead and Control A. Let's go ahead and align all of these. I've selected them all. We'll align them down the middle. And then we'll align at the back here where these markers are, which should bring everything into alignment. There we go. We'll use this as the source for the rest of our work. Now, if we come back and reference this original photo, the first thing we have is this background, which is this part of it here. So let's start by making that part first. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to make a complete copy of all of this. We're going to select it all. We're going to hit duplicate. Let's bring that over here. Now, in order to make an outline for our cookie cutter, we want to have this as all one shape that we can use the outline parameters of an SVG. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to group all of these together. Once they're grouped, and it doesn't matter what color they are, I'm going to do export. I'm going to select SVG. Here's my dialog. I'm just going to call it whole outline. Click Save. Let's move this out of the way for a moment. Let's click Import and bring that back in again. There's our whole outline. We're going to leave it as 100%. It should be the same size as this one in the back. Once it's imported, it'll look like this. Really doesn't matter what color it is, but for now, let's just go ahead and, for the sake of clarity, let's make it black. And always remember, you up the quality here, increase the quality to 24. Now we want to change this fill mode so that it's an outline, an outer outline. So we'll select outer line. We'll say the corners are rounded, and we're going to make that line width 1.2. The reason I chose 1.2 is that it's about 3 widths of a nozzle diameter. Standard nozzle is 0.4. So that would be about 3 walls to make that particular line width. So there's our outline. That's the correct shape. Let's go ahead and delete this one out of the back. We don't need that any longer. We can now make a duplicate of this. If we come back to our photo here, you'll see on each of these cutters that there's, and this is flipped upside down, but there's a thicker part at the top that you can grab onto. So we're going to come back to this. We're going to make a duplicate of it. And on that one, we're going to change the height to 2 millimeters, and we're going to make the line width 5. Now note, we're looking at this from top down, and that brim that we just put on it is at the bottom. So what we want to do is align that towards the top. So we'll select the 2 of those. We'll click Alignment. We'll click on this inside one and raise it to the top. Now what we need to do is, if we look back at this original image, you see these cross members here to help give it some structure. So we'll come back here We'll bring out a cube. Let's change it to black. Let's change that to, say, be 4 millimeters wide. We'll make it 2 millimeters tall. And again, we'll shift select on this brim. Click alignment. Make the brim the boss. And align that. Now we can take this part. We'll bring it over. Zoom in a bit here. We'll grab this, stretch it across. Till it intersects. Now we can make a duplicate of that. Let's swing it around 90 degrees. Let's move it a bit up into the top there. There we go. Move down and let's stretch this down to the bottom. There we go. Now let's put some hole boxes to get rid of these corners up here. Cover those up. I'll make a duplicate of that. Whoops, move that up a little. Take that duplicate and we'll move it over here to cover that one. All right, now we'll select all of this. Group all of that together. And there's our completed outline for the first part of the cookie cutter. We'll quickly change it to yellow here so you can kind of see the outlines a little bit better. There's looking at it from underneath, from on top. Now when we go to print this, we'll want to flip this over and print it with this thicker part down. But we'll flip this back over. So that's our first part. We're at about 7.5 minutes in, so like, follow, and share. Be watching for part 3 where we'll move on to the next parts of this cookie cutter.